Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're in the world. Welcome to the stream. We are stop number 1 on today's We Come in Peace Network raid train. And we'll be ending out. And we're going to be doing some Starfield today. I'm terrible at this game, but it's fun. Okay. Okay, Emilio.
Mind your step. Important research happening here. Could you stand a little to the left? I think you're blocking my readings.
I'm good. Haven't been up long. I had enough time to scoff down some food and yeah, drink coffee. Oh God, Sarah wants to talk with me again. Okay,
Freeze. I see what's going on here. You're working with Kelton, aren't you? Nice try, but it's not happening. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my career. There's no chance that I'm helping him with anything. Whatever this thing is he's on about, he's just doing it to make himself look good with the higher-ups. I'm not helping him with that.
I mean, I could punch you very squarely in the face if that helps.
Kelton screwed me over good. Probably ruined my chances for advancing in Mast. I'm not going to forgive that, ever. Right. Of course, we're all in danger. Trees are involved after all. He really won't let this go, will he? Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? I'll hand over the data. But I'm only going to do so after you've helped me secure a better position in Mast. Oh, don't worry. You're just going to erase some files for me. Make sure I look good next time promotions get passed around.
Okay, so you're a shady motherfucker. I mean, man after my own heart, but I'd still rather punch you in the face.
Wait, really? Wow. Okay.
I'll follow your lead, but I wish handling our tree issue didn't involve using illegal methods to get the job done.
I've gotten a few bad performance evaluations in the last couple of years. Totally unjustified, incredibly unfair. I found a backdoor into the Mast network so I could make some changes to my personnel file. But it turns out the chief engineer knows what she's doing. The only way to get access is from the terminal in her apartment, which is kind of locked. Sorry, that's not on the table. I can't do that. Kelton already made this personal, you know. I'm just fixing it. Funny, you're not the first person to tell me that. Oh well. Enough. The deal is the deal. You get Kelton's stupid data when I know that the files have been wiped from the chief engineer's terminal. Just get in, access her terminal, delete the files, and get out. Really simple. Oh, don't worry about it. It's just, pretty much everything in my personnel file. Most of it is fine, of course. I'm good at what I do. I just received a few very unfair reviews recently, and I figure, why not start over completely? Not much experience with government bureaucracy, huh? The Mast network is running off hardware that is decades old. They don't upgrade anything unless it's absolutely necessary. This will just be one entry in a long list of mild annoyances that aren't worth following up on. It's kind of amazing, really.
Unless I get caught. Like,
Between you and me, as little as possible.
well, you don't
I'm
deserve
just
any
kidding, of
kind of
course.
promotion
I
then.
work really, really hard at my job. Studied in computational bioscience, did some time in agrogenetics. These days, I just help out wherever I can, waiting for a good opportunity, maybe an opening in administration. You know how it goes.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Okay.
I have an important personal decision to make, but I need to discuss something with you first.
Okay.
Phew, thank you. So, where to start? Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the Colony War broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless. Then you were right. I didn't want to go into detail before because, well, just hear me out. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own. I'm well aware how many lives were lost. Now let me finish. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship, but I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight. I believe you, but you haven't heard the worst of this. We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut. And last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. There was nothing I could do. It was my duty as acting captain to be the last person to leave the Dauntless. We had more than one escape shuttle available. So, I elected to wait until they were safe. You're sorry. For me? If I hadn't been so stubborn, so eager to prove that I could handle command, my crew would have had more time to escape. Try telling that to their loved ones. When the dust settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial. Bad luck. That sounds familiar. Remember when you said no one but me would have pushed harder to keep the Navigator Corps going? Well, this time, pushing too hard cost lives. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us. You still have faith in me. I don't even know what to say. I never realized how much you cared about me. You know, I've spent a lot of time thinking about us, about our relationship, how we've clearly become close. I practiced what I was going to say when the moment was right, and now that it's here, my mind's gone blank. Look, you deserve the best. Someone who can give themselves to you entirely, But right now, I have too much baggage. Too much on my mind. I hope you'll forgive me for pushing you away. I just need time.
Dad is right here. When you're done.
Like, it's fine.
How are you? Everything good?
I'm hanging in there. That being said,
So we gotta break in to the chief engineer's place and erase the computer. Sarah? Are you okay? You seemed very, very excited to get off that elevator then.
If that was locked, there must be something they don't want us to find.
Let's just wipe his as well, because he had some disciplinary stuff as well. Okay, done. Let's get out of here. Unless, is there anything fun I can steal in here? apart from a couple of copies of like Oliver Twist and stuff, then no.
Gotta call, someone's power kept going out.
Why are the tree branches so... Yeah. Yeah. I just want to see if I could, but...
Of all the assignments they could have given me. You have some good news for me? Oh, boo-hoo. We both get what we want. I took a peek on the network, saw that things have updated. Great job. You came through for me, so now I'll do the same for you. This slate has all the data Kelton needs. Hand it over to him, stuff it down his throat. It's all the same to me.
Like, my character's a bit shady, but, like, it's a pity I'm a little bit too shady to just shoot him in the head.
If we keep running into each other like this, you might as well be put on the masked payroll. I hope you have the data. It's really quite crucial. You're absolutely right. I don't want to know. I'm sorry if this was complicated. I'd prefer to remain unaware of the details in the event that it comes up later, particularly in a legal setting. And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure Emilio didn't double-cross me. But you have once again come through for me. I'm truly hoping that this is the last piece I need to figure out what we can do. And I appreciate it. Thank you for your assistance.
Okay, so we've got to check on him later. Okay. Okay, we're gonna give that time to do. Okay. Alright, so I don't know where exactly we're going to for this quest, but
nap before we leave? Hmm?
How may I
Jack?
serve you?
Back among the stars. As a heavenly celestial, it must feel good for you to see your family.
Okay. Let's take it out of. So that we can graph jump.
Is it weird that I still get nervous around you? We're literally best friends after all.
I mean, me and Sarah are best friends. You're more like the annoying little puppy that follows us around. Hi.
Welcome aboard the UC Vigilance. Did you have any questions before I escort you to the commander? Yeah, listen to him carefully. The commander's a one-and-done kind of officer. In other words, he hates to repeat himself. Other than that, just observe standard military decorum, and it should keep you from serving any time on the ship's cleaning detail. I'm not authorized to divulge information about this vessel. Suffice to say, it's one of the toughest ships in the UC's arsenal. All right, this way, please. So, you're the vanguard that took down that terramorph on Tau City. You've made quite an impression around here. Everyone upstairs is talking about it. Damn, that must have been one hell of a firefight. I almost regret missing out on all the fun. Of course, we don't normally see that kind of action on the Vigilance, but we have our moments. Welcome aboard the UC Vigilance. Did you have any questions before I escort you to the commander? Of course. If you'd follow me, please. All right, Vanguard. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Akande should be waiting for you. Good luck.
Okay. Let's take the lift, go up, speak to this commander.
Yes, what? Okay, hello.
I believe we have something important to discuss. Ah, there you are. Commander Kibwe Kande, UC Sistef. Glad to have you aboard. I was beginning to think you were having second thoughts about Commander Tuala's offer. UC Sistef is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle big picture stuff, we deal specifically with pirates. Since you're already involved with the Vanguard, I don't have to underline how important your contribution will be to the security of our spaceways. Yes, I know. I was intentionally vague when I advised Mast of my needs, but rest assured, I'll answer all your questions in due time. So, now that you're part of the team, allow me to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance. SysDef's nerve center, dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information.
Okay, I'm
evidence,
going undercover.
and
Is
expose
that
their
what I'm doing?
weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. That's classified. Suffice to say that the smuggler who was previously holding it will be spending the rest of their life in prison. That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this person that you're the real deal. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
Okay.
Well then, I suppose you'll just have to take your chances. In the meantime, I expect you to follow my orders, to the letter. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. Then you better learn to swim, because you're diving right into the deep end on this one. I've studied your profile. I know you can do this. I'm not about to throw away someone's life on a whim or a prayer. Just use your best judgment. Trust your instincts. And watch your back.
Okay. I'll try. I'll try.
I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC Sistef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. The Crimson Fleet doesn't follow the rules. They only abide by one theme: money. All of their morals and social graces fall by the wayside in pursuit of their greed. At first glance, this can appear quite enticing, so I'm warning you not to get lured into their trap. Think you can handle that?
But money. But money.
To put it simply, you can't go into every situation with guns blazing. Think before you act. Calculate what you're doing and pull the trigger only when it's absolutely necessary. At the end of the day, your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good.
Okay.
I don't want promises. I'm just asking you to think. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck.
Yeah, that's usually how I approach situations. Go in with the big shooty bang bangs, but hey, Aunt Dante, good morning.
While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be faced with some morally gray decisions. It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the trigger while maintaining your cover. Do what you have to do, but remember why you're out there in the first place. I'm not advocating violence. I'm merely urging you to weigh the consequences before you open fire. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this. So let me simplify this for you. If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people, I'm urging you to follow that path. Use your instincts. I'm certain you'll do the right thing. For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines. All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got. That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity.
Ooh.
When you feel you've gathered enough evidence,
You gotta get your
and at
helicopter
the completion of your
license?
assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own.
Okay, well, I will try. We'll see how we go.
Hey.
Okay, Lieutenant.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? Well, since it isn't every day we stumble across a criminal's fully written confession, we need to build a case against our suspects. The more evidence we acquire, the stronger our case becomes. And knowing the Crimson Fleet, they'll leave plenty of evidence for you to find. I'd scour every inch of wherever the Crimson Fleet sends you. Otherwise, you're wasting our time and risking your neck for nothing. Criminals are sloppy. Look hard enough and I'm certain you'll stumble across their mess.
Okay.
Rationalize it however you like, but that evidence is critical to the success of Commander Akande's operation. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. What? No. It's personal. It has nothing to do with you. Just stick to the mission and you'll be fine.
Okay, well,
Yes, of course. And your actions will be duly noted in your records. I'll see to that personally. Speaking of which, that reminds me of something else you need to know. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts.
okay.
Commander Akande came up with the idea. He was concerned you might not help us simply because it was the right thing to do. All right, we've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake. We'll be here if you need us.
You've been going to school for about it for 2 months? Well, it sounds like fun. I mean, I can't even drive a car, yet alone, like, do a helicopter, but... Okay, we're going back to Sidonia.
Captain?
I was just wondering where you'd gone.
Yes, Your Eminence.
You told your friend when you get your license you're gonna land a helicopter by his house? That would freak me out. Okay, my cargo hold is now at max capacity. On top of his house.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You're cleared to land. Oh. Oh, fuck off.
Do you have to go through, like, police academy or something to join sheriff's department? So I know...
Careful near the railings on the upper levels.
Do your part to keep Sidonia.
We got lots of stuff. Just ask.
What a day, huh?
Was there something else? I don't recall the exact figure off the top of my head, but with the interest that's accrued, it's something substantial. If you're feeling charitable, I'd be happy to look it up for you. Do you now? Very well. Let me take a look at his... Here. His current balance. And do remember, all transactions are final. It cleared. Wonderful. Dr. Walker's death is officially no longer our problem. You have my thanks. Oh, and if you do find him, please let Percival know I'm eagerly looking forward to never working with him again.
And I was only talking to him because he's named. And I like to talk to the named people because they sometimes have, like, missions.
Yo, hey, what's up? You looking to do some shopping here at the Trade Authority? I'm Manaki. Feel free to ask me anything and I'll do my best to help you out. Man, sorry, I can't really say that. Really, they told me not to say anything like that because rumors, you know? All I know is that we're running a business here, and I was told to take in all trades and sell whatever we've got. And listen, I'm not gonna worry about anything other than that. Yo, stay good out there.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC security sticking their noses into. I can probably help you with that. What have you got for me? Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
The Trade Authority turning away contraband. Now I've seen everything.
All I'm going to point at is the ceiling, with my middle finger. Get that stuff out of here before UC security catches on. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. Sure, go ahead. You shoot me, and the TA will have bounty hunters on your ass before you even get back to the spaceport. Listen, love, I've heard it all. Threats bounce right off, so either cough up the finder's fee or try and sell that shipment on your own. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
Well, well. It appears she suddenly remembers everything. How nice.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Okay, Adler camped at the Broken Spear.
Hey, it's my personal savior. Thanks again for the assist. Hey, good to see you again. Still think there might be room for me on your crew? Okay, I'm game. I could use a break from the soul system.
Yeah.
Give me a few...
What can I help you with?
This here is the most important work in the galaxy. We mine the resources that make spaceships possible.
Mars isn't for everybody. Sometimes I wish I'd taken an easier job.
Yeah, I have been in this part. Hi.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this
34
stuff, you're going
movies
to
coming
need
out
to
in
move it
2024?
fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first. You're a clever one, aren't you? Let's just say I have a certain influential affiliation. And leave it at that. Basically, you want that Aurora moved, I'm your guy. Yeah, well, she isn't running the show here. I am.
Well, this is utterly ridiculous. Do we really have to jump through these hoops to get what we need from you?
Lady, if you want me to move that shipment for your pal here, you're going to do whatever the hell I want. You got that? Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back. What do I need to do here? Write you an instruction manual? You can do this loud, you can do this quiet. I don't care. I just want my goddamn money, and I want this guy to remember who he screwed over. Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
Okay.
I'm not built for staying.
I could never leave these people behind.
We're obviously going to try and avoid killing innocents, so... Hey, Wolfie! Can we do the thing for Wolfie, please? It goes good, lovely. It goes good.
What a long day. I have a pen pal in New Atlantis. We've never... 20 years ago, I... See ya.
The bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down.
Thank you, Jill.
Lay down, I am on fire.
Please, send them my reward. The Sanctum Universe.
I assume that's one of today's specials and not
Hello.
Something I can help you with? Adler Camp. Who the heck is that? Yes, of course. You're right. Adler's not going to just give up now, is he? I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Sound good? Yeah? Well, I mean, he doesn't really have a choice. Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
Perhaps he's already been through enough.
Holy crap. Really? You'd do that for me? Wow. I don't even know what to say. Thank you. For everything. And don't worry. I'll never borrow anything from Adler again. I promise.
You should be working. You gonna have lunch first? What are you having for lunch? Anything good? Oh, that's not working out.
How's the saying go? Show no mercy, leave no... I sure hope this hearing loss isn't permanent.
Have something for me? There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message? Nice. Nice. You're kind of a natural at this.
Freezer
Leaning on
pizza
deadbeats comes
is
easy
so
to you. I
fancy.
like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates? I'm interested? Come on. You're not shopping for real estate here. I'm offering you a crack at some real money. So can you handle it or what? That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
You look hurt. Might want to head on over to Reliance. Dr. Flynn will need
I have a quick wonder. No problem at all, Wolfie. Let me go this way. I wanted to go here because I'm wondering whether there's... some stuff for me to scan. Why would they sound so erotic?
Running away, eh? Let's do this. You're gonna pay! Score another point for our side. Got anything on your scanner?
It's just one more resource we haven't scanned yet. I like the biomes, but I did just want to go for a really quick wander. Because the completionist in me wants to explore all the things.
they're careful. You need your own comic book, your own cartoon, your own theme song. We have got to make this happen.
If it happens, can my sidekick, can they be the space frog from outer space? Because I'd be into that. Oh, we're going to Jupiter. Or one of...
Look who finally had the guts to show up. Looks like Adler finally told. Big shot. I hear Adler thinks you're good enough to join our crew. You're funny. I hate funny. Remember that. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead. Kill Rake? That's your only option? If you want my advice, there's only one way to guarantee he dies. Turn the Ragana into space junk. Only way to be sure. It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
So that's the notorious Nova Mora. I have to say, if she's the finest that the Crimson Fleet has to offer, joining them might be a terrible mistake.
I'm not joining them, I'm infiltrating them. I'm undercover, Sarah. I'm undercover.
This is Dmitry Moldavsky. All right. And what are your intentions with these crewmen? Oh, God. I do not know. This is Dmitry Moldavsky, pilot of the Ragana. We are medical supply ship headed for New Homestead. We don't want any trouble. I was afraid of that. Look, we are not built for combat. What is it you want exactly? Damn it. I do not have choice, do I? Okay. Docking bay is open. Let's talk.
Do you think the think we'll play me?
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about? You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you? And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save him. Okay, I have idea. We can strike his name from Manifest, make it so he was never on board. Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another port. That is fair. We do not want any part of the fleet. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make sure Rake was never on ours. And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
Thank you for letting us go.
I'm not here to kill innocents. I'm here to infiltrate and try and do things without without bloodshed if I can do that.
It might not be Jemison, but this ship is starting to feel like home.
There was a small bit of dust on your shoulder. How dare it try to spoil perfection? But don't worry, I blew it off.
Okay. Thank you.
Damn Mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice? had it under control, but it definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate. You know what? I have no idea, and it's frustrating the hell out of me. I suppose I could have pissed off someone I screwed over in the past, but there's been so many, I've lost count. Mercenaries. Guns for hire that shoot their own parents if they were paid enough. I'll tell you, we do a hell of a lot of dirty work in the Crimson Fleet, but we'd never sell away our souls like an ecliptic merc does. I don't like complications, and neither does my boss. What the hell happened? Bullshit. My source was rock solid. You, though? I'm starting to doubt. Your story stinks worse than Adler Kemp. And that son of a bitch probably hasn't showered in a month. So choose your next words very carefully. What really happened out there? Except that wasn't the job. I don't want to steal from Rake. I want him drifting in space, getting eaten from the inside by his own guts. That being said, you saved my ass with Ecliptic. And decent pilots are tough to find these days. So I'm gonna let this one slide. But guess what? It's gonna cost you extra. Jettison those supplies I know you grabbed from the Ragana. I was gonna let you keep them. But now, they're mine. Consider it payment for the hit I'll have to put on Austin Rake. And more importantly, for wasting my time. Now you see how it works. I give an order, and you follow it. Remember that. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rake's taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear? Yeah? Last person who said that was Rake. So you've already dug yourself a hole about 6 feet deep. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
Well, we're in. I hope you know what you're doing.
Is it true you're hunting down terramorphs? Wow! Is there anything in the galaxy you can't wrangle? You could probably lasso a whole planet if you wanted to.
This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. And we're done. Enjoy Sidonia.
Let's forward.
Shame the United Colonies built such an impressive ship for battle, instead of using it for exploration.
I had a friend on Lagana. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
You have permission to speak freely. We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for. That's something we're looking into. But it doesn't seem like he knows much. He might be better served as bait. For now, we'll keep him in the brig. Perhaps you could pay him a visit there sometime? I'm sure he'd be pleased to see you. That's a smart line to follow. Part of this role you're playing means having to make hard choices. Just remember not to lose yourself in the part.
I'll do my part to make certain that doesn't happen, Commander.
Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship. There was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that would not be a problem. They are mercenaries for hire. If they are paid enough money, Ecliptic would attack the Vigilance. It wasn't terribly difficult to convince them to attack an isolated Crimson Fleet ship. Just expensive.
Well, that was still a risky move.
But a gamble that hopefully paid off. On that note, how did things go with Neva? Were you able to join the fleet?
Yep.
It's a dangerous plan, and you came awfully close to killing an innocent crew. Luckily, you have a good head on your shoulders, and did the right thing. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet. The woman has a record that could stretch across Sol and back. She started young as one of Neon's street rats, and worked her way up to second in command. She's a force to be reckoned with, so don't underestimate her. Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
Agreed. The last thing we need is to infiltrate the fleet, only to be kicked out because we've underestimated one of their people.
I don't disagree, but it's important to know your enemy, and the best way to defeat them. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now. especially while you're on the quay. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success.
Well, I'm glad to
Keep
hear
up
that.
the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
Okay, Sarah, what's up?
Ever since we talked about the Battle of Cassiopeia, I can't get what happened out of my mind. Was it that obvious? I thought I could handle these memories, but until I return to Cassiopeia, I'll never be able to put this to rest. The last time I saw my crew, their escape shuttle was headed for the planet's surface. I need to find the wreckage to ensure their memories are honored. I would like that. Actually, I need that. One problem, though. Pinpointing the crew's shuttle wreckage is going to be like trying to find a grain of salt in a sandbox. I think we need to start by locating my old campsite on Cassiopeia 1. Shortly after I evacuated, I saw the ship come apart. The UC listed it as lost, so I assume the Dauntless was completely destroyed. It was a 50-50 shot, and they lost the gamble. Still, I'll never forget my finger hovering over that launch button. Would I launch safely, or explode into a fireball? It turned out that my shuttle had just enough power to allow an emergency landing on the planet's surface. So much had happened in the space of a few hours. I can't remember how I felt. My shuttle should have the telemetry tracking data for the other shuttle aboard. It should give us an idea where it went down. That's if scavengers haven't completely stripped my ship for parts. Hold on. I don't know the exact location of my survival campsite. For that, we are going to have to head to Mast and see if we can get the information from my old friend, Admiral Logan. Your instincts are right on target. Logan and I butted heads more than once during my time with the Navigator Corps. We've never seen eye to eye. Look, I hope this isn't asking too much. Last thing I want to do is drag you into some kind of personal crusade. That's why I need you by my side. Truth is, I'm scared. When I set foot on Cassiopeia, I don't know if I'll be able to handle what I find. If I begin to fall apart, I need someone I can trust to keep me in check. I know you will. You've always been there when I've needed your help. Why you continue to support me, I'll never understand. I don't know what to say. I've been so busy searching the stars for answers. I've overlooked what's been in front of me all this time. True love. Something I've seriously considered sharing with you for a long time. Just not ready. Not yet. Traveling out here with you, I've discovered that friendships change by circumstance. I worked closely with Aja on long space voyages, so we became friendly. When she quit Constellation, the friendship ended. But I'm certain at this point, even if you and I were separated by a great distance, we'd never lose touch. I won't. Hey, anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. I know you have a lot to do. I really appreciate your offer to visit Cassiopeia. Hopefully, it'll bring me the closure that I've needed for far too long.
And she's now undismissible.
First mission in the books, no cap.
Until that mission is complete.
Good work. Do what Commander Ikande says, and you'll go far.
Where's the brig?
Hey.
Brig's this way.
Some of the guards don't take kindly to the prisoners, but we should try to maintain some decorum. Welcome to the brig. As a member of SysDef, you may talk with the prisoners as long as you are mindful of operation security. As a personal rule, I simply ask that you adhere to UC Navy standards of cleanliness at all times. That means no mud on your boots, your hands are washed, and you are free of any contagious diseases. Excellent. And all that being said, I understand your mission directive might call for flexibility on my part. So if you need to be a rum-drinking, swashbuckling pirate to do your job, then I will do my best to clean up after you. As a matter of fact, I have a favor to ask.
Okay.
I understand that part of your undercover work involves going to the fleet headquarters, namely the key. While you're there, if you find anything pertaining to the history of the fleet, I'd be interested in learning about it. I agree. Just keep in mind this is a favor and you're free to ignore it. I only ask because this is such a rare opportunity and I'd hate to pass it up.
Well, I'll keep an eye out for you.
I appreciate it. I've actually heard rumors about there being audio logs for an interview the founder of the fleet, Jasper Crix, did on the key. I'm interested in anything he had to say regarding his time in prison and how the prisoners were treated. If you find anything like that, bring it back here and we'll take a listen. No, the prisoners surrendered willingly, as per the terms of your deal. This is probably the safest place for him, if the fleet want him dead. You can chat with him, if you haven't already. I'm sure he has a lot to say. Keep the floors and your nose clean and you can stay as long as you like.
Where is he?
Okay, now I've seen everything.
We'll keep the brig ready for any pirates you bring in. You're dismissed.
Okay, hello.
Because I wanted to talk to him, but I can't find him. Austin.
And my mother wanted me to be a doctor. A doctor? Mothers, am I right?
Oh well, let's just...
Let's get this crate into space.
Hey, good to see you.
This is so cool.
That ship will carry the memory of your visit forever.
Okay, let's... Because I can't get rid of her until then.
Oh my god! I'm literally following right now.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Yeah, so let's get this done. to try and find Kelton while I'm here. Actually, where are we? Abby, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Hope you are well. Hey.
Oh, I was hoping we might run into one another again. Your timing is most fortuitous. I'm on the verge of something, but I don't quite have all the information I need. We're in uncharted territory here. It's inevitable. Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day. And yet I never would have imagined it before. The tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors, but they're not vibrating. I thought perhaps it was some sort of defect, but it's much simpler. They're listening.
You've also been playing Starfield? I am really enjoying it. I'm not very far into the main storyline because I keep getting distracted by side quests, but yeah.
I don't. Not for sure. It's all a theory, certainly, but it is completely supported by the data and observation, like all good science. It's the best we have to go on right now. It means it is ready to reproduce. I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibrations in return. As of yet, there's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news. We're continuing to see an increase in the strength and frequency of the vibrations. I don't know how much more significant it will become. If there's no response, the tree may vibrate itself, and some nearby portion of the city, to destruction. Now, as of yet, there has been no response, and clearly none of the nearby individuals are a correct match. While it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective emerged from the Narian War. As a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near-literal olive branch, one of the trees from New Atlantis, was offered to the leaders of Aquila City. Certainly wouldn't have been my first suggestion. Something about the common roots of humanity or some such. Politicians and their metaphors. Of course you can't just uproot a native species and plunk it down on some other planet in a totally different environment and expect it to grow. Clearly no exobotanists were consulted ahead of time. The end result was wholly predictable. The tree died within a few short years.
Yes, this is the scientist tree quest.
Clever, but no, not necessarily. The tree died, yes, but branches were kept. At least one still exists in the museum there in the city. If I had that branch, I could get DNA samples, and then using various data I've gathered, I could attempt to simulate a response. We could then broadcast that response and hopefully calm down our friend here. But as I say, I need that branch. I knew you would understand. The museum in Aquila City is under the supervision of one Miss Kassler, I'm told. I don't know anything about her, but hopefully she'll be willing to listen to reason and assist our cause. All right, off you go. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, well, we're not actually doing that quest because I just wanted to talk to him and make sure I had it. We're doing this one. Because I thought while I'm here...
What was stolen? Why and how?
Howdy.
Yes? What?
Pardon. Excuse me.
Yes?
The United Colonies will not be overrun or undermined. Unless you have official business with the government, this is not the place for you to loiter. Am I clear?
Fine. I was hoping you might have, like...
I know there are those in the civil discourse is the best way to advance human society. I'm just here in case it doesn't work. A necessary precaution.
Okay. I like talking to all of the named people, because if I talk to named people, occasionally they have, like, stuff for me to do. Okay.
Sarah Morgan. It's been, what, almost 10 years?
Admiral, it's, good to see you again, sir.
You're not required to address me as sir. That protocol ended the moment you dropped your clusters on my desk, remember?
Look, Admiral, I'm not here to open old wounds.
Old wounds is an interesting turn of phrase, given our past. Listen to me, Commander. I'm not sure why you're here, but whatever it is, why don't you just get to it?
I'm here because I need your help, Admiral.
You need my help. That's interesting. The last time we spoke, you made it quite clear that you were turning your back on the Navy.
That was a decade ago. Things change. People change. Admiral, please. I didn't come here to argue. I'm here to come to terms with my past.
Your past is sitting in a closed file in the archives. That's where you left it when you walked out on the United Colonies. And what about you? Just who in the blazes are you anyway? Very well. Then, as a good friend, perhaps you could kindly explain to me why I shouldn't have the both of you escorted from the building.
With all due respect, Admiral, this is ridiculous. If you have a problem with me, then there's no need to berate my colleague.
I don't have a problem with you, Commander. I'm simply trying to determine why you deserve the Navy's help. That's quite a noble gesture. Is this true, Commander?
It's about Cassiopeia, Admiral. I'm heading back there to find out what happened to the crew of the Dauntless, and hopefully, to bring their legacy home.
That sounds like a dangerous operation. Are you certain it's worth the risk?
I don't know.
I see. The fact that you'd risk your own lives to solve this mystery speaks volumes.
They were my responsibility, Admiral. One way or another, I intend to bring them home.
I understand. And I believe I owe you an apology, Commander.
Good man.
Our last encounter has obviously distorted my impression of your character. What can I do to help?
If you wouldn't mind allowing me to access the files regarding my rescue, I'd be most grateful, Admiral.
That shouldn't be too difficult. I've sent all the relevant information to you, Slades. Was there anything else?
No, Admiral. Thank you.
Perhaps you've got some work for me?
I just hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
Do you have any work for me? Hello?
It's never easy, you know. Making decisions. I'll answer whatever I can. But please understand, that was a military vessel and some of the information is classified. Unfortunately, I can't divulge the reason the Dauntless was in the Cassiopeia system, but it clearly became engaged with Freestar Collective warships. According to its flight recorder, it was heavily damaged by weapons fire and succumbed to full structural failure. Considering this was one of our larger warships at the time, it's not surprising that it took so long for it to break apart. If memory serves, a total of 11 personnel escaped the destruction of the vessel, including Commander Morgan. That class of ship was equipped with 6 escape shuttles. But the flight recorder only indicates 2 left the Dauntless before it broke apart.
Or at least he was. He might be lurking.
I hope you aren't attempting to insinuate something, but no. I wasn't in charge of the UC fleet back then. That honor fell to Fleet Admiral Francois Senon. I'm afraid I don't have a good answer for that. We were at the height of the war, and the UC had retreated from that star system. We simply didn't have the capability to mount a search. It was purely due to blind chance that a passing freighter picked up Commander Morgan's emergency beacon and sent a search team. Certainly. I want to do everything I can to assist both of you in this noble endeavor.
Abby, if that's in response to the trivia question there, just put it as like one word comment and the bot will pick it up.
Excuse me.
Fifi, if you run into any troubles and need to, I need to start a little later while you fix things, I can run over if you need. But yeah, it says it should be good to go. So everything should be good. Just need to figure out why your music isn't working. Fair enough.
You ever just feel like...
Like, why else would I have a jetpack and not just yeah. I have a jetpack and oh, I have a level too. Like, I should have done that. Yeah. I keep forgetting sometimes when I've leveled up and I'll have like a bunch of skill points I can use. Okay, ooh, I could upgrade my boost pack. persuasion would be a good one for me to... Like, I have stuff unlocked. I should probably start putting some more points into the stuff that I've unlocked stuff with, then.
Just give the word and we'll get it.
I heard you're a member of the UC Vanguard. They're so lucky to have you.
But yeah, for now I do kind of want to put... I did kind of want to be putting some, like, points into my ship. That's literally the only perk I took. If I could go back, I'd probably do the parents and the house as well. But at the time, I thought, okay, yeah, I want to keep all my money. But, like, I'm kind of rolling in it right now. And there's, yeah. No, 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 no. Don't get out of the seat. No getting out of the seat. Get back in the seat.
Nice day, isn't it? Hey there, Captain.
I feel like having someone worship me, but like there are times where he gets really annoying and all I want to do is casually nudge him off a cliff. Okay, so that should take me a little bit closer to where I need to go here.
Star parcel freighter to unknown vessel. I have an urgent package, hoping for some assistance. Acknowledge?
Need me?
I was trying to accept the call and got out of my seat. That happens a little bit too often though.
The Star Parcels fleet's got a load of these aging Deimos monsters. Built like tanks, but well past their warranty. It's gonna take hours to fix this, if we can get the engine back online at all. Parcel always puts a bounty on anyone that messes with us. Always. I got a hot package that's paid for expedited delivery. They'll dock my pay if it doesn't get to its destination. Star Parcel will reward you well if you can assist. The paperwork involved in giving you anything extra is a nightmare. Not my problem. Maybe so. Hold on. I never said that was my final offer. Tell you what, I can pay you some credits from the discretionary fund up front. Best I can do. Ah, excellent. All you need to do is drop this off to the ship services technician on Sidonia. They'll take it from there.
Okay.
Thanks for bailing me out of this nightmare.
Hey, I will do that whenever I'm at Sidonia next, okay? Yay, I can grab jump where I need now. Awesome.
Hello? There you are. I am so rare that someone new comes along. From the sidelines, it's a real treat to see everyone scrambling. It's very profitable as well. It's not yet time. I don't even know if it will ever be. But hope and my pocketbook springs eternal. Oh, this whole thing? I suppose it did cost a few fortunes. But it is nice to travel with a modicum of style. I really can't say, as much as I'd like to. It may mean nothing, but I'm rooting for you. Sorry, can't say. Hopefully all will make sense in time. Good luck. Please, just be careful. Very careful. I hope to see you at a much later date.
Hey, that was cryptic as all fuck.
I never tire of visiting worlds like this. I can't believe I'm here. It feels like walking into a dream. Oh, it's been nearly 20 years, but it feels like a lifetime. Strangely, this place looks exactly the same as I remember it. But that isn't possible, right? Just like a dream. Thank you. Right now, I feel like I need all the help that I can get. Phew. Okay, so let me get my bearings for a moment. Yes, this looks correct. Those rock formations nearby look familiar. My old campsite shouldn't be far. You mean besides the dangerous terrain, vicious fauna, and the chance of getting lost? Nah, you've got nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Knowing that is the only reason that I'm here. Once we get to the campsite, we'll use that as a starting point to search for the cruise shuttle wreckage. Let's go.
I'm a scan all the things. Like, while we're here and stuff.
Don't rush the scan. Wouldn't want to overlook anything valuable. This is it. This is the spot where I spent close to a year waiting for rescue. Not exactly Paradiso, is it? I'm surprised you've never heard of the place. It's a resort colony in the Parima system. You know, a place to get away and unwind. Maybe we should head out there after we're done. Goodness knows we'll both need a vacation. I never said I walked away. When my ship hard landed on the surface, it broke apart. There was no fire, but I was pretty badly injured. Had to crawl from the wreckage. When they finally rescued me, the UC medics said I had 3 broken ribs, shattered my ulna, and had internal organ damage. I was in the medical ward recovering for almost 6 weeks. It was difficult and painful, but it kept me alive. It was home. Look at this thing. It's been sitting here rusting. I think we need to grab an emergency power cell to get the ship's computer up and running. Cute. When I was stranded, I set up a distress beacon powered by emergency power cells. The beacon was up there on the plateau. I guess it's time to start climbing.
Okay, guess it's time to start climbing. Okay. Thank you for the leg, Fifi.
Setting up this beacon probably saved my life. Who knows how long I would have been stranded here.
Alright, yep, those are rocks! Not rocks! Not rocks! Wait. Wait! I thought it ran away!
That part of the life form should prove useful.
Alright. I'm bleeding. Okay. Cause they punctured me with their pointy. But that's not fair. They looked like There we go. We're good now. But they did a really good job of like hiding themselves. Oh, he's back. Like, I killed your friends.
Exactly for you. Come on.
Alright, let's... Oh, I scanned you already, okay. Oh, you fucks weren't here before.
Give your best shot. Brings me. You're done. Come on. Do this.
I'm gonna run out of ammo. Okay, I'm gonna be in trouble. Leave your pointy. No, this is bad touching. No. Hey, what do we got? Good. got no rounds for that one, and it's okay. So that's a 60. It's gonna have to be shotgun rounds to the face. Because I got no other fucking guns. Yeah, I can't. There's no chance of me being able to dismiss her until I do, so. They're nasty and they keep poking me! What? Yeah, don't... what if I told you about backseating?
I'm glad you're handling the messy work.
Next chance I get, I should probably be going to buy a bunch of ammo.
We've located where the other shuttle went down. I can't believe our plan worked. Well, we're not there yet. But damn, it does feel good. The telemetry data puts the wreckage out of range to hike. We're going to have to head back to the ship and land on a different part of the planet. Let's get going.
Okay. Before we do that though, I'm going to very quickly, I'm going to take a break. I'll be back, guys. Enjoy the clips. Another one's coming.
Dude coming. Hey, Minda, come here.
Oh, it's the vagina with fingers!
It ran past all three of you and just darted for me.
Okay.
Okay, we can't go in the river of soda because this happens.
Okay, so we can't drink the Fanta then?
Nope.
We're gonna
Can't
have...
swim this fantasy.
A battle jumps out at you.
Get it? Fantasy.
Okay, Ren. I don't think anyone saw me coming here. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I thought I got away.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
Aurora, Aka has
eject
lolly
this foot
drink.
from my mouth?
What was that, Cassie?
Aka has lolly drink, please, Aurora.
Okay. Wow.
Oh fuck!
The penny dropped. And by that I mean Rusty's a penny. You're a rusty penny.
Aurora, you've always been awesome. You've always been awesome. I remember you from like day one. Like, remember that time on Chiliad? And remember that time that like I thought you were hot, and it's like I wanted to like do something, but then Rob swooped in.
Rob did not swoop in. He was my housemate.
I know. Hey, what do you call that? That's purely.
No, we were
platonic?
literally only housemates, and I started dating Axel.
Yeah, well, plutonic, sure. Okay. Okay, I remember you. I'm sorry. I'm fucking really sorry.
We need to find.
I don't know how people think that water is all people need to live. I just don't understand.
What the?
Like, for horsemen is life. I don't understand this water stuff.
I was not expecting that. You wanna what me in my what?
Wait, what?
Oh, the goblin said something about wanting to crack me in my crack?
Oh, okay.
Say, Panda, have you ever been to the Bahamas?
No, what's a Bahama?
It's a tropical island?
Is it for Naples?
I'm sure there's plenty of pineapples at the Bahamas.
Okay. No.
Because
I've been from Australia to here.
Because Rob and I know how stressed you've been lately, so we've paid for you to go on a trip to the Bahamas.
I don't want to go to the Bahamas. I don't know where that is. I don't want to go somewhere I don't know where that is.
I'm stuck!
Suspect cleared the checkpoint.
It's a big one! Does that count? I got the skill points!
Do you want to keep the rock and pee on it?
Yes!
Who's that walking towards me with the white top on?
It's me.
Can you come and stand on this side of me? Can you see that, the thermometer up floating above your head?
Yeah, Amy got kicked.
What the hell?
There's a number 9 with a penis.
They all have penises! How big is the penis, okay? How big is the penis? Is it a big penis?
Bigger than mine.
Ah! No! No! Fuck off! No! I am not food! No! Now, eat arrows, cunts! Bad murder kitty!
I'm right here.
Bad murder kitty!
It's all right.
Why am I crying so much over a puppy in a game?
Hello.
Why, yes, I would like a dance.
If I wasn't working right now, I'd show you a real nice time.
I'm sure you would. Okay, wait, no. Not getting eaten by no shoe monster. No, this is not how this goes. Got eaten by the shoe monster. Oh, come on.
Next big cloud within a deep cup. Fire!
Did I kill it? I killed it, it's dead! I killed it, it's dead!
I can't. My therapist and I have an agreement.
You worried, Zeus, about losing this
Oh,
bet?
it's a bet! It's a bet! It's a bet! Okay. Okay. No! I didn't know there was bears. You may have got me there.
Flying mammals.
Oh! I want his power drill.
There's a big thing in that door.
In which door?
Molotov time. There.
Oh God, it's ugly.
Oh, that must be the big.
Command 99, mic check.
Damn, you're loud as shit.
I see how it is. She's loud, I'm quiet. What the fuck?
Oh, my ears. I raised my radio so I can hear your ass, and Jesus Christ.
Can you hear me loud and clear now?
Yeah, but I could also hear, Miss Shorter loud as fuck.
I guess healthy balance would be better.
Hey, can a man have a bit of privacy? Yeah, a drunk bloke.
Oh, I'm sorry, you were
Bashers followed
pissing. I apologize. I will let you piss in peace. There's a pumpkin.
Oh, right, okay. So I've got to go get the other grotto key too.
Pick up the... I have an even better shoey. This is the best shoey ever. Look how cool this shoey is. Come on, we got another trip. And look at all the robot mices. Oh, okay, no, the scary robot mices. Run! Over. It's like I kind of stabbed them with. Oh, they're me. No! Ah, bad wolfies! And we're back. Okay. That's not where I wanted to go, but okay. Can I just fast travel back to my ship, please? Thank you.
Should I warm up the engines?
Where are we going? What are we doing? What's next for me and you? Something on your mind? And is it hero work?
Hey, I want to see if I have any guns up in my thing up here. Yeah, that's better than nothing.
A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Hi, Alan.
You need something?
Tits. Tits, 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 tits.
If the other crash site turns out to be a dead end, Dropping off a few choice items?
Well, it seems the only thing you have at the moment is a... Yep, okay. You have better guns. Why are you not using them? Give me that.
It's only a short hop to the second crash site.
I got plenty of ammo for this one, so there's a very different terrain here. It's it's significantly less rocky, so... Hey, Leah. Can we do the thing for Leah, please?
Hydrogen. It's all here.
Thank you so much. Like, you have like one really good day, or like a better day than usual, and all of a sudden your brain goes, am I really sick? Have I just been making this all up in my brain? It's like the imposter syndrome of chronic illness. Oh my goodness, I hate that. Docs can be so dumb. Like, even just the way he holds his sword. It's like you think he's cloud from
Oh, look at this view. Had I been on this planet under more pleasant circumstances, I might have had more time to appreciate the beauty it has to offer.
That thing's fucking ugly.
Maybe you can get that to point us to the nearest restaurant. Aha. You've got nothing.
those things are kind of cute.
Let's see if they've got anything worth taking.
Well, I think I'm gonna pick her. Jesus fucking Christ. There's so much forest all the time.
Judging from this debris, the crew's shuttle sustained far more damage than my own. Oh, those poor souls. This is what's left of the crew's shuttle. But it looks like parts were scavenged and dragged somewhere else. Could there have been survivors?
It's just a bow.
I'll shoot if I have to. Just turn around and leave. I know how to use this thing, and I will.
Oh my god. Who are you?
I'm nobody. Just go away. I'm not going to let anyone take my stuff again. No way. Both of you, just go! Hey, I'm not stupid. Last time people were here, they promised to help. They ended up tricking me. They stole all of my good stuff and left me behind. I'm not going to let that happen ever again. Yeah, sure. Try and trick me. No. No way. I'm not getting fooled again. Forget it.
Stop it right now. Put away that gun and talk to us. We want to know what happened here.
See? You're not nice at all. I knew it. You're a liar. That's all grown-ups do is lie.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. I was wrong to get so angry. We are here to help you, and we promise to tell the truth.
I don't know. You're kind of scaring me. Why should I listen to you? Take me home? I was born here. This is my home. You're going to have to come up with a better story than that.
You were born here? Hold on. Oh my god. Your parents, your mum and your dad, what were their names?
Jenna and Elias. Why?
Jenna and Elias. Private Jenna Marsh and Corporal Elias Obrist. You're their daughter. Listen to me. I knew your parents. They worked with me on the Dauntless. I'm Commander Sarah Morgan.
You're Sarah Morgan? Mom and Dad's captain? My parents used to talk about you all the time. It's like a dream to finally meet you. My parents told me she was in command of their ship in a huge battle. They said she was a hero and the bravest person they ever knew. Yeah? Well, you're too late. My parents are dead. My father died a long time ago. And my mother, she was killed by those monsters at the graveyard. It's just me here now. All by myself.
Let me ask you a question. Actually, I don't even know your name.
Oh, yeah. My name's Sona.
Sona. What a lovely name. Sona, you mentioned a graveyard. Is that where the crew is, you know?
Buried? Yeah. It's a bunch of stones with those necklaces like the ones my mom and dad had hanging on them.
Thank you, Sona. I'm going to talk to my friend here a minute, okay?
Okay, Sarah.
Phew. I don't even know where to begin. I'm trying to hold it together. There's just too much coming at me all at once, you know? I'm just so relieved that you're here. There's absolutely no way I could have handled this alone. Am I? I feel like a nervous wreck. Oh, there's so much to process. But I don't have time to deal with it right now. If you want to help, then find that graveyard and bring me those necklaces Sona mentioned. I'm hoping they're my crew's gene tags. It's an identification tag worn by UC military personnel. It's encoded with the soldiers' medical information and a sample of their DNA. If we can bring them back to Jemison, it would be like bringing home the crew's bodies for a proper burial. Oh, I'll be fine. It's you I'm worried about. Sona's monsters are undoubtedly hostile life forms that have claimed the graveyard as their territory.
Okay. Oh, it explodes. Oh, what kind of health? I have no health. Okay, what do I have? Okay.
No. How many times do I have to say it? I said I don't want to go. Leave me alone.
Sona, calm down and listen to me. It's much too dangerous to stay here all by yourself, darling.
I don't care. This is my home. You can't make me leave.
We can't leave her here. It's not safe. She has to come back with us to Jemison. Oh, I don't know what to do. Can you talk to her?
I'll try.
I know. I'm not proposing we knock her out for God's sake. Look, maybe you can talk some sense into her. Help her make a decision. I'm sorry, I can't do this right now.
I can hear you talking about me. And I don't care what either of you say. I'm not going anywhere.
Look, I'm clearly out of my element here and not in the right state of mind. Could you just talk to her, please?
Sarah listened to me. That doesn't make a lot of sense. She's only known about me for a little while. That still doesn't mean I should leave the only home I ever had, does it? I never thought of it that way. But leaving Mom and Dad behind, it's really hard. Even though they're dead, I don't want to abandon them. I suppose you're right. Mom and Dad always promised that I'd leave here someday. I'm sorry I yelled at everybody. I know you and Sarah are just trying to help. I'm going to go get my stuff and then I'll board your ship. Don't worry, I'll stay out of the way until we get, well, wherever we're going.
Okay, Sarah, she's coming.
That poor girl. I hope we've made the right decision. I realize that, but there's still cause for concern. We're ripping Sona from the only home she's ever known and casting her back into society. It's going to be difficult for her to adjust to the changes. Wherever she ends up, just promise me we'll check on her from time to time, please. Thank you. Look, before we leave Cassiopeia behind, I wanted to say one more thing to you. Perhaps at the overlook we passed on the way here? I promise it won't take long. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Look, before we head back to the ship, I wanted to tell you how much of an amazing gift this has been. You had to push me to come out here, and if I hadn't have listened to you, the universe would probably have never known about that little girl. It's been a long journey, and I'm glad it's over. You know, this is the second time I've been on this world. And until this very moment, I never stopped to reflect at just how magnificent it was. Oh, look at this place. This is the reason I'm out here, exploring the stars. Worlds upon worlds, just waiting to have their beauty discovered. Shedding this burden of my past has finally allowed me to open my eyes, wider than they've ever been opened before. And it's all because of you. Are you sure? I could swear I see some red on those cheeks. Well, I suppose it's time to bid goodbye to Cassiopeia once again. This time, under much happier circumstances. Now, let's head back to Jemison. I want to give those gene tags you gathered to Admiral Logan and figure out what we're going to do with Sona.
There she is.
Captain on deck.
Maybe we can talk later. Oh, hey. Let's talk later. Got a million things to do.
Okay. Let's go.
Oh my god, I'm literally following in your footsteps right now. It's so cool.
This won't take long.
Like, I would love to help you, but I'm kind of allied with the both of you right now, so I can't. If I help the UC, I'm gonna piss off the Crimson Raiders. Yeah.
I have things for you. Hey there. I thought you'd never ask. Here.
Thank you.
Maybe we'll talk later?
You finally have over 400k in credits. You're about to build a shady, a crazy ship.
Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks. of the Vanguard.
I haven't worked out how to build the ships properly and stuff yet. But I have a pretty awesome ship at the moment, so... I mean, it could do with more cargo space, but...
We can't ever forget the sacrifices made for the United Colonies. We owe such a great debt to so many. Welcome back. Did you find your answers?
And we did it for the child that was marooned there. A child, born from 2 of the crew, that survived the crash. After her parents died, that poor girl spent years surviving on that hostile world, alone. We abandoned her, Admiral. We let her down.
I'm sorry. I had no idea. How could we have possibly known? Sona. Is that her name? She must be a remarkable young woman.
She's extraordinary, Admiral. And I'm afraid the United Colonies let her down.
You're absolutely right, Sarah. We did let her down. One thing that I can assure you is that the names of these men and women will never be forgotten. I'll see to it personally.
Thank you, Admiral.
Good luck to both of you. It's been an honor.
Once we're done here, we should have a little talk with Sona. Poor thing's waiting for us at the lodge.
Okay. We'll go to the lodge then. And while I'm in New Atlantis, I should probably find a vendor and just buy all of their freaking ammo. Particularly all of their 6mm, so I can have my guns like back. Because I miss using my legendary gun.
Look at this place. It's just as we left it. You know, I've often wondered who keeps the lodge so meticulously clean.
We should probably talk. There you are. I was wondering when he'd come and say hi to me.
Hello, Sona. I see you found your way to the lodge without any trouble.
Yeah, it was kind of hard though. All these people around. Never seen so many people in my entire life. Yeah, it was. I guess I'll have to be brave.
You're already one of the bravest people I've ever met. So, what do you think? Do you like it here, Sona?
At the lodge? Yeah, this place is huge. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. You must be like a bazillionaire, Sarah.
Oh, don't I wish? This place isn't mine alone. It belongs to everyone who's a part of Constellation. And I think it should belong to you too, Sona. I want you to stay here and make this your home.
Whoa. Does that mean I get to go exploring with both of you? Or wait, do I get my own ship?
Yeah, Auntie Sarah will buy you a ship.
Exactly. And this is the perfect place to begin your education.
I understand. Oh, and don't worry, I learn real fast, so you better get ready to have another member of Constellation signing on for missions.
I can't wait.
Well, anyway, thanks for letting me stay here. I promise I won't let either of you down.
I'm sure that you won't. Well, I think we should let Sona get settled. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to visit the Colony War Memorial now. I want to pay my final respects.
Okay, let's go. So where's this war blah.
Diplomacy will never die.
Sarah? Hurry up! You're walking so slow.
Look at this. All these people, their entire lives distilled down to names on a memorial. I wonder how close I came to being reduced to just a name. I am proud. I was simply too foolish to realize it until you changed my perspective. And I care about you too. There's obviously some kind of a connection between us that I think we need to discuss. Just let me have another moment here, and then we can head over to the waterfall, so we can talk in private. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Hey, waterfall. Okay. Oh, it's the other way. Maybe?
Can we run through it one more time? You can over-rehearse. It'll sound
I don't believe I've been here.
With Gal, as always, all Gal Bank transactions are secure and guaranteed. I do hope you're taking advantage of our remote transaction benefit.
Can I go in here?
I want to raise a pet, but only because an army of skeletons is out of the question. Hey? Yeah, good talk. Yeah, find a gal bank teller and deposit all your creds into my bank account. It'll be paid, of course. Eventually. Trying to get a job at Gal Bank. It's the big building with the word Gal Bank on it. I'm sorry you feel that way. Anyway, yeah, I'd like to be a banker. It'll be fun.
You don't sound convinced.
Because magic isn't real, which means I can't be a necromancer. I figured being a soul-sucking banker was the next best thing. Why? Funny. I'm more of a caterpillar person myself, but fine, you win. I like to paint, I like to crochet, pretty much hate everything else. You're starting to grow on me, though. Like a fungus. But I like mushrooms. Guess that's the third thing. Later.
Listen, I have a lot on my plate right now, and you don't look like a new hire stumbling through their first day. Who exactly are you? Constellation? As in the elusive and mysterious constellation. Oh, wow. I used to read stories about you guys when I was a kid. Wow. Oh, this is perfect. Kismet, really. I have a business proposition for you that could help us both out. Very lucrative.
Okay, say more.
So you see right through me. You've got a good eye. You are just the person I'm looking for. Well, confession time. I might just be a little desperate. See, the world credit analysis, dealing with deadbeats and reprobates is, well, it's a tough field. And what I need is a ringer, someone that can collect some of our top delinquent offenders. What I need is you. You work with me, and the fee you get will be huge.
Okay, you're talking my language.
Yes! So, we got a Galaxy-class con man took out a loan to franchise a restaurant. Turns out, surprise, it was a scam, and Dieter Maliki jumps system. Now, he's holed up in a literal shack in the middle of nowhere. Can you believe it? The job is simple. Get Dieter to pay. And we don't want him dead, we don't want him hurt. Just close his account like an honest citizen. Well, I mean, yes, we're not the only ones looking for him. And you don't dome up on a dust ball unless you're serious about dodging your civic responsibilities. Well, you may need to lean on him, scare him. Nothing illegal, just talk to him. And Don't listen to any sob stories he tells you. Any job I give you, I guarantee there's not some poor sick aunt that needs credits for surgery. These are scofflaws, scum, flagrantly violating the terms of their GalBank agreements. If he dies, then his assets go to probate, and we can get paid. So if he forces you into an it's you or him situation, it's A-okay for GalBank's bottom line if you choose him.
Okay.
But I cannot stress this enough. This is not the ideal outcome. We wanted him liquidated, we'd have put a tracker on him.
Okay, let's do it.
I'll send over all the details. You find Dieter and bring his account current. I hate to end on this note, but you know, not everyone's a straight arrow. If you cut a deal with Dieter, honestly, I have no way of knowing. But don't expect any more jobs from me. Best of luck. I believe in you.
Ooh, and we've got a news place. What are you? Oh, that's enhanced. We don't want to go there. What's this place? Infinity. Okay, do you...
Welcome to Infinity Ltd. Unfortunately, I'm not authorized to make appointments myself.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
Junior is just
Many of the sequences were shot in all locations.
Because I don't believe I've been in here, and I want to have a look.
You can't go in. You just can't.
I can't believe I'm here.
I bet whoever came up with bad news travels fast wasn't taking interstellar distances into account.
If you've seen something interesting, let me know. If it pans out into a full story, you'll be compensated.
I've seen seen a lot of interesting stuff. Okay.
Welcome to SSNN, where the news never sleeps.
I might be able to hook you.
If you're part of the David Barron fan club, try not to inflate his ego too much. He's liable to burst.
That's all I can do.
You are the best! We spend hundreds of hours digging into stories, sorting the lies from the damned lies. Then David performs a 2-minute segment and wins an award. Who'd have a problem with that? A cog in the machine. If you mean literally, Nadia Mufaz, head researcher of the office. So if we got any facts wrong, I'm the one who files your complaint into the shredder. Sorry. Long day. Longer night. How about a do-over? Let's take a look at you. You're not from around here. My guess is you really work for a living. I bet you have a story or two. I have a feeling about such things. Sounds like an old pickup line. But it really has, hasn't it? I'm interested only in primary sources. So things you've seen and or done that are newsworthy. No hearsay. So, what do you got for me? Looks like some Crimson Fleet brainiac figured out it's easier to hit stationary targets than dogfighting in the field. And you are an eyewitness with the courtesy to find us instead of being chased down. Refreshing. So what were the pirates doing there? It's not their usual MO.
Tell them about the ore. That was quite a lucrative operation.
Bad blood between the fabled Constellation and the Crimson Fleet? Has all the markings of what we in the SSNN call a story. So what's your role in all this? Part of a tour group? I didn't realize Argos extractors hired such capable crew. So we've covered the basics. How about any harrowing tales of daring do? How'd a bunch of miners triumph? How heartwarming. Constellation banding together with some dusty miners. I like it. This is a good local story. Plucky miners band together and punch above their weight. If you ever get more stories like this, drop by. And take this to cover any incidentals, or other creative ways to pad out an expense report. My source is back. Here to report anything else? I'm working on an investigative piece about some of the businesses in the well right now. Trying to get a handle on how things are in that part of the city. I'm not sure the story will get off the ground, though. I asked the higher-ups if I could go down there for some interviews, but they said it's too dangerous. They'd probably be all for it if David asked. Would you really? I'd owe you big time if you did. You've been a huge help on my other stories. I'm sure you'd do great. Great. I had 3 interviewees in mind. Teresa Mason, the owner of Kay's house, Henrik Zoran at Apex Electronics, and Nurse O'Shea from the medbay. You don't need to ask too many tough questions. I just want to read on how their businesses are doing, and how things are in the well.
Okay.
I really can't thank you enough.
David's a mate.
Okay, so... Oh, yeah, we were going to the waterfall.
In, and I hear he's single.
There's a waterfall promenade? Okay. Oh, this is very pretty.
When things at the lodge are too much, I love coming to this spot to just sort of, I don't know, melt away for a while. It's lovely here, isn't it? I've been from one end of the settled systems to the other, but this place, this exact spot, there's nowhere else like it in the galaxy. I knew you'd appreciate it. I usually come up here to mull over some of the heated debates we have at Constellation. You'd be surprised how many decisions I've made on this very spot. That's actually why I asked you to meet me up here. I was hoping we could talk about something very important.
Okay.
No, not at all. Just let me get all of this out. I have a lot to say. It's about my return to Cassiopeia.
What we learned about Sona has been constantly replaying in my mind. Maybe it sounds crazy, but that young girl's isolation feels like a reflection of my own life. Don't get me wrong. Compared to Sona, I've had it easy. I've spent my life surrounded by all sorts of people. Constellation, the Navigator Corps, hell, even the UC military. Despite that, no matter how hard I've tried to make them a part of my life, they tend to drift away and disappear. Are you sure? For all we know, it's in my nature to keep people at arm's length. Or worse, push them away. Right now? Are you talking about Constellation? Or what exactly are you saying?
Oh god, okay. I don't know if I want to romance her. But it goes against what I normally do in games, which is flirt with, romance, and sleep with everyone that I can.
You in deep thought or something? You have no idea how relieved I am to hear you say that. To be honest, I was afraid this conversation was going to wind up with you storming away. I'm glad I was wrong. Until now, I never realized that having someone like you by my side could make me feel at peace.
Yeah,
And
I know,
never
I
want
know,
that feeling to
I know,
end.
Jules, I know. Okay, she's dismissible again. Cool. Alright. Hey,
Dealing in art is
any chance you have a shit ton of bullets that I can buy?
There's a bit more in the back. If it belongs on your ship, then I'm sure we have... Oh, please, take a look.
Okay, 6 point. Yes, give me all of those. I'm just gonna buy all of it.
Thanks for coming in.
Or actually, I probably got.
Hope you're finding everything you need. Oh, please, take a look.
Actually...
please, take a look. Appreciate the business.
Yeah, that's a bar.
You're out there a lot, right?
Oh, no, no, no. Okay, I can only sell stuff from there. Okay.
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Okay. Good couple of minutes. Is Fifi alive yet?
Chillin'? I'm hoping this shit ends.
Is it that we would love to say? Would love to say.
Fifi's live. So we're gonna head over there for the second spot in the We Come in Peace Network raid train. I'll be back tomorrow night. I have a point and click game we're gonna check out that isn't released until later in the month. So we've got like early beta access to that, and then we're going to do some of the Outer Worlds. But I'm gonna get this raid train heading on to the next station. All aboard! Much love to you guys. Bye. A true samurai needs no clothes. Gin sake after too much sake. I can run around in a loincloth. Pew, 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 pew.
I don't think it was that bad, was it?
Where'd you go, you fuck? Coward!